Welcome to another key session on large language models, LLMs, and related technologies. These videos are designed to sharpen your knowledge and prepare you for interviews in today's competitive job market. Each video includes a free self-evaluation quiz, and for our interns, we provide exclusive Anki flashcards to help you master and retain these concepts effectively. Let's get started. Wishing you the very best in your learning journey.
All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about one of the most exciting things happening in AI, giving it the power to actually interact with the real world, to go from just talking about things to actually doing them. And believe it or not, it all comes down to something called a function schema.
So have you ever noticed this? You can ask your AI assistant to write this, beautiful, elaborate poem about a rainstorm, and it'll do an amazing job. But then you ask it, hey, what's the temperature going to be tomorrow? And it just can't. It's a really simple question that gets to the very core of the problem we're talking about. And here's the deal. Large language models, LLMs, they live entirely in a world of words. They're absolute wizards with text. They can chat, they can write, they can summarize, but they're stuck. They can't actually do anything in the real world, like check a live weather feed.
So how do we fix this? Well, we give the AI tools. And the technology that makes this happen is called function calling. The best way to think about it is like a bridge. It's a connection that lets the AI's brain reach out from its world of words and actually use an external tool like an API to get things done.
Okay, but that leads to the next logical question, right? If you just hand a really powerful, complicated tool to someone, how do they know how to use it? How do they know what it's for? What all the different buttons and levers do? Just having the tool is not enough. And that is where the function schema comes in. The schema is, for all intents and purposes, the user manual for the tool. It's a super structured, perfectly clear set of instructions that tells the AI exactly what a function is, what info it needs to run, and what it's supposed to accomplish. In fact, here's the best way to think about it. The schema is the blueprint. Just like a builder needs a detailed blueprint to build a house correctly, the AI needs a detailed function schema to use a tool correctly. It's the master plan that guides every single action. So, if the schema is the blueprint, how do we draw a good one? A really solid one? Well, it turns out there are about 7 key rules you need to follow to craft a perfect blueprint that any AI can understand and execute flawlessly.
And here they are, the 7 rules for a perfect blueprint. It starts with the absolute basics, like giving your tools clear names and writing detailed descriptions. But a really great blueprint goes further. It defines the specific data types. Is it a number or text? To avoid confusion. It spells out which pieces of information are required versus just optional. It can even include input validation rules, like saying a number has to be between 1 and 100. And really importantly, it plans for things to go wrong with error handling and even provides usage examples to show the AI exactly how it's done. A good blueprint leaves nothing to chance.
Let's dig into a couple of these. Rule number 1 is so simple, but it is absolutely critical. Use a clear descriptive name. Get weather. You instantly know what that does. It's like labeling the kitchen on a blueprint. A generic name like Funk 1, that's like an unlabeled room. It's totally useless and just creates confusion. Next up, rule number 2. You've got to write detailed descriptions for every single input. The AI needs to know what city means, so you add a note, name of the city to get weather for, e.g., Delhi. It's like adding a little note to the blueprint that says this window must be double paned. It's that fine print that prevents huge mistakes down the line. All right, we've talked about the rules in theory, so let's see how they all come together. Let's take a look at a complete real-world blueprint for our Get Weather tool. Now, don't worry about reading every single line of code here. That's not the point. Just see how the pieces of the blueprint fit together. You've got the clear name right at the top. You've got that helpful description. And then down here in parameters, you can see all our inputs, things like city, date, and temperature unit. And see this little required field? That tells the AI it absolutely cannot proceed unless it has the city and the date. It's a complete, unambiguous set of instructions. So you might be thinking, okay, that seems like a lot of work. Why do we have to go to all this trouble? Why does crafting a good blueprint matter so much? Well, the quality of this schema affects literally everything and everyone involved. First, let's just think about the AI itself. A good schema is the difference between success and failure, period. With clear instructions, the LLM can make correct, reliable calls to that tool almost every single time. With a bad, vague schema, it's basically just guessing, and that leads to constant errors and frustration. And it's not just about the AI. This has a huge impact on the developers, the people actually building these systems. For them, a well-written schema is a dream. It makes the code easy to debug, easy to maintain, and easy to build on top of. A bad schema? It's an absolute nightmare of tangled wires and unpredictable behavior. And in the end, all of this, it comes down to the person using the app, the end user experience. A system that's built on good, solid blueprints is predictable, it's trustworthy, it just works. A system built on bad ones is unreliable and deeply frustrating. And you know what? That's the fastest way to get people to stop using your product. So you see, a well-crafted function schema isn't just a bit of code or some technical detail. It is the essential communication layer. It's the translator that lets the powerful, abstract mind of an AI connect with and control the concrete tools of the real world. It's what makes AI truly useful. Which leaves us with one final, really interesting question to chew on. As AI gets more and more powerful tools for booking flights, ordering groceries, analyzing complex data, the quality of these blueprints is going to define everything. So think about it. What's the first real-world task you would want to write a blueprint for? What's the first thing you'd have AI do?
Thank you for watching till the end. Don't forget to test your knowledge with the quick self-evaluation quiz. The link is right in the description. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. And if you haven't yet explored our self-paced AI internship program, visit shogini.com for full details. Wishing you all the best in your AI journey.